Hi everyone, welcome back to Smarta
with Marta.
And it's opposite day today. We're going to start as usual with two jokes.
Yeah, math jokes, because it's a math lesson.
It is, yes. So the first one, oh yes. What did the triangle say to the circle? You're pointless.
Okay, what is a math teacher's favorite kind of tree?
Favorite kind of tree?
Geometry.
Ah.
So we also wanted to mention in every video, we're really liking the pictures and the videos and the writing that you're sending to us. So we wanted to mention two people today. I'm going to talk about Flora. She sent me a lot of interesting facts and writing about her beardy. And before that, I didn't even know what a beardy was. It's a lizard, but she was able to share a lot of interesting facts with me. So thank you, Flora.
And thank you, Ren. She sent a video that her dad and her brother made, a very creative video where they had acting roles and they did this entire scene in their treehouse, in the backyard, around the house, with a big Star Wars theme behind it. Dad being the bad guy chasing Ren and her little brother, and it was
great.
It was fantastic. We laughed so much. I was crying at one point. It was so good. You guys did a fantastic job on that. So please keep the pictures and videos coming. It is very entertaining for us. We like seeing you guys.
All right, so now we are going on to the answers for the partitioning questions Mr. Marta gave you yesterday to do on your own. So get them out and then go to the next part.
Gotta say one thing though. If you haven't watched part 1 of partitioning, the first lesson in partitioning, so lesson 1 in partitioning, if you haven't watched that yet, stop, pause, get out of here.
You're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong video. You're gonna see the answers. So go back, do lesson 1 first. If you have already seen lesson 1, but you didn't do your work, you have no answers on paper.
I cannot imagine that you didn't do your work.
No, maybe you've were confused. If you were confused and you're watching this right now and you haven't done answers, also stop, get out of here, go back, go do your answers first, then start the rest of this video. All right? Thanks, boys and girls. I think we're good. All right, welcome back, boys and girls. Here are the solutions to the partitioning lesson 1 video. Last chance to stop the video and go back so you can do these questions, because can't undo what you see. Here we go. So we're on partitioning. Hopefully you solve these all with partitioning. Yes, I know there's other ways to solve, but this is for partitioning, okay? So here we go. We start with 46 plus 32. We break 46 into 40 and 6. We break 32 into its parts, 30 and 2. We add those together, 40 plus 30, or 7 tens, is 70, plus 6 plus 2 is 8, brings us to 70 plus 8 equals 78. You notice I'm not pausing, waiting for you to answer this time, because you supposedly have these down on paper right now and are following along. If you've made an error, no worries. You can pause the video now and correct your errors, or keep it going and correct the errors at the end. The important thing is you are trying to get this done on your own. You can always go back and do it again as many times as you want. So 73 plus 14. I'm going to draw a little squiggly line here so we separate the two of these. 73 plus 14. We break 73 into its parts first. 73 becomes 70 and 3. 14 into its parts becomes 10 and 4. So now we have the tens in one column and the ones in one column. 70 plus 80, you hopefully come up with, 70 plus 10, hopefully come up with 80, plus 3 plus 4 is 7. Gives us a grand total of 80 plus 7 is 87. Second question done. Going on to the third. Again, pause and play as you like. Here we go. 74 plus 18. Break 74 into 70 and 4. Break 18 into its parts. 18 becomes 10 and 8. We have our 10s in their place value, our 1s in its place value. Let's figure it out. 70 plus 10, or you can go 10 plus 70, but I always start with the greater number if I can. 70 plus 10 is 80, plus 8 plus 4 is 12. Now, many of you might have simply solved this answer already, and you see it's 92, and you are correct. Others might have broken this up into its two parts. I'm going to write small so we have room for the next question. 10 and 2, and you would have brought this 80 down to be down here. And that 2 would have given you 80 plus 10 is 90, plus 2 more, 92. Now, like I said, you don't have to break this last number into its parts if you can already know this concretely, positively, absolutely. But if it helps you, break it up. That's the whole purpose of partitioning. Okay, our last one, we kind of got a little slopey line going here, so we'll deal with it. 49, I'm going to write it a bit lower. 49 becomes 40 and 9. 37, again, we're kind of going down here, so we'll kind of track it down this way and down this way. 37 becomes, into its parts, 30 and 7. I might be writing a little bit messy because I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way of the camera. Last time I noticed I recorded, I had my hand over here and you couldn't see very well, so we're trying to fix that. Add the parts up. 40 plus 30, or how many 10s do you have? You have 7 10s. 7 10s is 70. 40 plus 30 is 70. 9 plus 7. Use that nice close to 10 trick. 9 is only 1 away from 10, so send one of those up to here to make that 10. The 9 becomes a 10, the 7 becomes a 6 because you sent 1 away. 10 plus 6 is 16. 9 plus 7 is 16. Now again, some of you might have already solved it at this point. 70 plus 16, you see 70 plus 10 more, so you have 86, and you would have been correct. You can also break it apart. That 16 becomes a 10 and a 6. Sorry it's so small because I'm running out of room. Bring that 70 down. So now you've got all the parts on the bottom. 70 plus 10 is 80, and 6 more is 86. So boys and girls, there are your ones you had to do on your own. Some of you may have decided to do the challenge ones in the next page. We're going to go through those next. If you got all these right, congratulations. If you got some of these wrong, half of them wrong, all of them wrong, congratulations for trying. Go back, fix your errors, go back, try them again. That's the beauty of video. You can do this as many times as you want to until you're comfortable to go on. I'm going on to the challenge questions now. If you want to save the challenge questions for later because you haven't tried them yet, obviously pause the video now. Or you can watch along to see how we did it. Totally your choice. Regardless, here we go. Stretch your brain questions. These are, again, grade 3 questions because we have the hundreds now. 1s, 10s, and 100s. You're only required in grade 2 to know how to do up to the hundreds, which would be the 1s and 10s columns added together. So now we're into the grade 3 section, which I know many of you are more than capable. So I hope you tried it if you're able. And here we go. 364 broken into its parts. 364. 213 broken into its parts. 210, it is a 13, and 3. 13 becomes 10 and 3. So now we have our 1s grouped together, our 10s grouped together, and our 100s grouped together. Add them up now. 300 plus 200 is 500. 60 plus 10 is 70. 4 plus 3 is 7. There's no more parts to be broken. They're all good. So our answer is 500 plus 70 plus 7 gives us 577. On to our final challenge question. 474 plus 519. We break 474 into its parts. You should have 470 and 4 more. 474 becomes 474. 519 becomes 500. 10 and 19. Because there's our 19, 10's column, 1's column. Add them up. 400 plus 500. We're getting really up there in numbers. We're at the 900s or 9 100s or 900. 70 plus 10. 70, 10 more makes 80. 9 plus 4. Whatever adding trick you want to use, the answer should be 13 if you got it correct. Let's add these two together for sure, because they're already broken down to their parts minimal. So we're at 980 with 980. But now let's bring down this 13, broken into its parts. A 10 and a 3 is what 13 is made of. Now it's pretty easy. 980 plus 10 more is 990. Plus that final 3 gives us an answer right over here so you can see better. 993 is your final challenge answer. All right, boys and girls, hope you did well. If you're not happy with your performance, fantastic. Go back, try some more. Have your parents write some more questions down. Challenge yourself, write your own questions down. That's lesson 1 on partitioning. Mrs. Marta is going to show you, I'm going to call it lesson 2 of partitioning. It's going to go into the next steps from here. Partitioning start off in its simplest form. Now in its more complicated form. Mrs. Marta's get even more complicated. So if you're happy with how you've done in lesson 1 and lesson 1 answers, and you're ready for lesson 2, click on the next video. Whenever you're ready, Mrs. Marta is waiting for you. Thanks, boys and girls. Until next time. See you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, let us know how you did today with your partitioning. Mr. Marta showed you how to solve the questions. We're wondering if they were just right for you, if it was too hard, or if you need more practice. If you need more practice, go back and watch the other video where he showed you how to do it. Maybe get your parents to make you some questions. Tomorrow, I'm going to show a video part 2 of partitioning, and the questions are going to be a little bit harder, so only do that one when you feel comfortable with the one we've already done.
You can always go back and do this lesson again if you want more practice. Have your parents make some questions up for you, and then go on to Mrs. Marta's lesson.
Yeah.
Part 2 of partitioning.
Yeah.
All right. I hope you figured out opposite day between Mrs. Marta and I, but Rexy also wanted to participate in opposite day. He first wanted to explain, if you didn't know about Rexy, being a T-Rex, when he was around, he was the apex predator of all apex predators, meaning that he was top of the food chain. Nobody messed with him. He was the one hunting others. Rexy wanted you to know that he had actual facts. Scientists believe that the T-Rex had 50 to 60 banana-sized teeth. So picture Rexy's teeth are as big as bananas. The opposite of Rexy
is Rexy's best friend, Rocky. So Rexy's doing opposite day too. Okay, guys, see you next time.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.